see to that if they are sleeping properly, we also should take care of their sleeping cycles. We should promote a sense of purpose. We should have active interactions and above all keep them healthy. This is important, that we should have active interaction. Does not mean that only we will speak and they will listen. Both have to participate. They have to tell stories and we have to listen. Now, the effects of pandemics on adults. Studies have shown that there has been a hike in the levels of stress and anxiety, frustration and depression in the adults during these few months. So during these few months, adults have suffered from stress, anxiety, frustration, depression. Due to lockdown, adults had to leave their jobs and business, which in turn resulted in financial crisis. Working adults are not habituated to remain in the confinement of their homes. They usually spend their day hours at their workplace. So that routine got disrupted and resulted in frustration. People have the fear of contracting the virus, stress and anxiety related to isolation. Intra-family violence is on the rise and many are taking to substance abuse. Healthcare workers are facing a lot of hardships. They are under extreme stress as they have the constant fear about getting infected and transferring the disease to their near ones. Now, how the adults can overcome their problems. Here are some points. Adults need to take care of their physical, social, mental and emotional well-being. They should take breaks from watching or listening to news, as hearing about pandemic repeatedly can be upsetting. Instead, take up to reading novels, books, stories, etc. Try to eat healthy, well-balanced meals. Exercise and meditate regularly. Get plenty of sleep. Avoid excessive use of alcohols and drugs. Connect with friends and relatives through chats and video calls. Connect with your religious community. Try to have some family time and start new family traditions. So these are some points by which adults can overcome their stress, anxiety and depression. Now, the effects on adolescents. Children and adolescents may appear to be less at risk for severe COVID-19 symptoms as they have a strong immune system. Majority of the adolescents have a strong immune system, so the virus has less effects on them. But the pandemic has significantly disrupted their lives in other ways. Social distancing and the interruption of typical school routines can be especially challenging for adolescents. They are used to going to school and they are not used to social distancing, so this is something new for them and this is disrupting their routine. The greatest impacts felt by adolescents stem from school closures, being in the house with family members and not getting to see friends and peers. Two of the developmental tasks of adolescents are to develop social skills and empathy and a sense of identity. Both of these tasks happen through interactions with peers. So disconnection from social outlets and peers will have some serious implications on teenagers. Teenagers are becoming prone to disorders, drug and mobile addictions, and cases of suicides are increasing. As a result of lockdown and home confinement, they are both a cause and a victim of intra-family violence. Also, some individuals are obsessed with their future goals, plans and careers, which has faced a setback, resulting in anxiety in some. Economic crisis is another serious obstacle. So, what are the ways of overcoming? Helping adolescents develop a consistent schedule is important for maintaining a sense of normalcy. It should include time to get homework done and participate in distance learning, as well as time for exercise and get outside of the house. Adolescents' brain need 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night. Without a routine, sleep levels could be reduced, and when that happens several nights in a row, adolescents may experience a much higher levels of stress and lower levels of cognitive functioning. So it is important to make sure that adolescents are using social media in positive and healthy ways. Adolescents depend on their mobiles to connect with their friends, and it's more important for parents to help them use screen time in a good way, rather than simply limiting its use. Moreover, adolescents and teenagers should take up to learn new things such as a language, dance, song, cooking, or any skill they wish. Having more time together as a family also produces developmental benefits. Families can start doing things they may not have had time to do together before, like playing board games after dinner and starting new family traditions. Effects on children. People usually hold the notion that children are never suffering from anxiety or stress. This is absolutely wrong. Children also undergo stress like grown-up people, but unlike grown-up people are not able to convey that they are in stress. The disruptions kids are experiencing right now are real. Seeing their parents under stress, being isolated from peers and friends and family, being separated from the structure and routine of their school days, seeing people in masks and overhearing unsettling news, etc. makes them anxious and sad. When children are in stress, they usually respond by crying, being rude, or by isolating themselves. So how we can help children overcome their problems? Caring grown-ups in children's lives can make an enormous difference by providing safety, by providing age-appropriate information, helpful guidance, acknowledging their concerns, validating their feelings, and by providing comfort and reassurance. Once your child's immediate physical needs have been met, meeting their emotional needs is key to helping them deal with their confusion, anxiety, or fear. Hence, we have come to the conclusion. Finally, we need to realize that we are all in this together, that no one should ever have to feel alone. As we continue to use the social distancing in the coming months, we should also reach out in whatever safe ways we can, such as chats, video calls, and if possible, should visit our loved ones a couple of times. We must let the ones in our lives know that, though perhaps physically isolated, they remain embedded in a web of care and concern. Our health, both physical and mental, is linked. When trauma strikes a society, it does not just strike an individual. The whole society is affected. It is compassion and simply looking out for each other that will support health, physical and mental, in the days to come. Thank you.